Yeah, but what can I say? This has been a very incredible year for me, and I'm definitely going to continue it into 2023 with Dead by Daylight. I don't ever see me not playing DBD. DBD has been a game that I've played on this channel for 2 years. It's been a game that I probably streamed the most, and it's weird how I found it because at the time NBA 2K was my game that I played more than anything in life. But at the same time, trying different games and it was just kind of getting boring. But it got to a point where, and I was at work at my former job at Panera Bread, and this girl told me, why don't you try Dead by Daylight or DBD? I'm like, what is that game? I don't know, And then my guy told me the same thing, and so he introduced it to me. He helped me learn the ropes a little bit. But then he was at the time wasn't really interested in playing because the game been out for 6 years. So we're at 4 years at the time it's been out. So because it was 2 years ago, and some people just get to a point where they were burnt out themselves. So me being like a rookie coming in was just different, right? Everything was brand new to me, and if you're new to the game, most can relate to this. If you were new to the game, you instantly got hooked, right? You especially with Survivor for me. Now, if you are a killer main, I understand it might be a little bit difficult because it is 4 against 1. I get all of that, but dude, as Survivor and you're just new to the game, like there's something about being very brand new to something versus being seasoned and you already know what to expect. You know what I mean? So when I was playing the game, trying to get to rank 4, I remember when rank was actually a thing where they had the numbers. Playing with David in the beginning because my guy told me David is the strongest survivor or a good survivor. But at the same time, when you play this game, you realize when it comes to survivors, there's no difference. It's just about perks that you use, and it's about your hours. When it comes to killers, it's different. It's still about the hours, but there's killers that have certain advantage versus some killers that doesn't do that well on certain maps. So it's RNG. With them, it might be RNG, right? Stuff like that. So then I started to play with Meg because I was like, okay, Meg is really fast. Again, this is me not understanding that they all move the same way. And I, reached rank 4 with Meg. I reached Iridescent 1 with Meg. I reached Prestige 3 with Meg. It was just crazy, right? And this was before the new Prestige system, like way before then. So Prestige 3 was the thing, right? I wasn't around, obviously, with Legacy, I wasn't, none of that. I wasn't on, I'm still not on PC. I'm on console, by the way. So, which I always tell people, console to me is not that much different when it comes to at least Survivor, maybe killer maybe I don't know, but at the end of the day it's still about how you play and understanding the game and stuff like that. I have close to 6,000 hours, so to me I don't really see that much of a difference how I play versus a PC Survivor, right? So doing all of that, eventually I got to a point where I just wanted to play with Fang, but then I said, you know what, I love Nia, and I understand this. Listen, check this out. Nia reminds me of myself a bit, on just how I don't know. I'm not gonna get really too personal with certain things, but there's just certain stories you read and you kind of feel with that character. And I understand. Listen, these are pixels. I understand these aren't real people that you know. I know people like to get on me a little bit in the comments, in a jokingly manner about hey, bro, this is just pixels. She's not real. I get that, man. But what I like about this community, and some people might find strange, is that people connect a lot with their main, killer or survivor. They really connect with them, and I just think that that's cool. I think that it's an escape because you're not gonna meet this person. I'm not gonna be able to arrange to meet Nia anywhere and she just be real. It'd be cool, but I know it's not real, bro. Like I get that, but it's just something that connects you with them and her style, right? They gotta give her some new, like they should always give her brand new outfits though too. Like I like her fits, but they should always give her brand new fits. But it's just something about that. So for me, I was able to connect with her, and then with her, she was the first survivor and probably the only survivor I care to ever get to Prestige 100. When I got to P100, you gotta realize how many hours I dedicated into that time. When I left my job in Panera in early March of this year, in 2022, I could have got me a job somewhere else, but me having the leverage and comfortability with the family at the time, I was able to say, you know what, let me just try to get this partnership going on. So I wasn't, working at the time, but I was still grinding and working on my channel. And then July came, and they were talking about basically implementing the new prestige system. I said I thought it would be cool to hit P100, at least be probably the first or one of the first P100 survivor in solo queue. Because I know I'm not gonna do. When I was trying to get the P100, bro, like people look. Listen, I hit it on the 6th of October, right? Keep this in mind. People look at me and be like, man, dude, you got the P100 fast. How did you? Bro, there were people that was already there. Like, there were people that was already like 20 levels above me. And I'm like, wait a minute, I play this game every day, 12 to 17 hours. How are you beating me by like 15, 20 prestige levels? Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I don't understand that. Like, how are you already, like, bro, I was like P16 at the time. And I'm like, you know, I get there people who got jobs and stuff like that. I get that. So obviously I'm going to be able to beat them. But I'm like, dude, how are these people already like P36? And it made sense. Look, if you was already beating me by that much and I grinded that much time, bro, you were basically either just playing with the teammates, which is fine. You know, I think that's smart. Play with 3 survivors, you know. Also, you play with the streamer and was having community day. That's the smart way to do it. You don't want to do what I've done. It's not worth it, in my opinion. I mean, I will tell you this. If you're going to prestige 100, do it with your main, do it with your favorite killer, favorite survivor. If you play both sides, do it with both of them. And don't do that again. I mean, it's so much time. That's what, there's nothing like doing it the first time and getting it the first time. That's it. That's all I can tell you. That's just my opinion. If you play the game and the game is out 30 years and you want to get everybody prestige 100, that's fine. But it's nothing like getting it early in the first time. So that's just my advice. Do not burn yourself out. The reason why I want to be P100, because one, it was just something new in the game and I had the time to do it. But on top of it, it was like, you know, this is, you know, my main, and it can also help my channel with views. Because at the same time, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I did used to dodge a lot of lobbies, and some people that are known in the community, you know, I would never share names. They know me a little bit in the community, and a lot of people know who they are in the community. And I would be in their lobbies, and I'll still just ditch them. That's the flex, I guess. I don't know. But also, you know, if they were a live stream, I just didn't want to play with. I don't play with streamers. It's nothing personal with anybody. It's just I have, you know, bad experiences with streamers. You know, if something went bad in the game, I would go to their stream to say GG's, but before I was able to do it, they was talking mess. So I just said, yeah, no, I'm straight. This community can be very toxic. So I just didn't want to do that. But yeah, long story short, you know, get your main. Don't try to get everybody. If you want to, go ahead. I just know for myself, I don't care to get anybody else. I do have a P22 Fang, you know, so I do have that. Another thing too, before I end this video, because I really don't want this to be too long, is reaching partnership. And I finally reached partnership. That was around November 14th of 2022. And I remember, I think it was a Monday that I got it. Do not try to do follow for follow. Do not try to do sub for sub. Do not try to exchange watch time. People who do that do not realize how long 4,000 hours watch time is. They really don't. Like you hear that number and you're like, okay, wow, that is a lot. But you don't really understand that it's really damn near impossible to have one person sit there and watch content that they might not even like, or you might even like their content. Make content that people will watch. In the beginning, at least, yeah, you can have other cool compilation videos that your fans that sub to you can watch. That's fine. But do not sit there and try to, you know, watch somebody's content just so you can exchange watch time. It does not work. Me, I started to hit my stride with my channel, I want to say July, when they started to do the, you know, changes to 6.1.0 patch. To buff Killer. This is why Killer is insanely strong versus survivors. Even if they are in, you know, Swifts that are experienced survivors, the Killers just still dominate most of the game. That's why kill rates are silly. And I was able to, you know, debate about that and talk about that. I was able to, you know, get views from there. And then people watching my other content. I also do a lot of tutorial videos on how to do this, how to do that. So what I'm saying is you want to make content that people are looking for. And the best way to do this is just get a Twitter account and follow the DBD community online. Follow that. Follow other huge, you know, content creators and streamers that's on the platform on Twitter. Some of them follow me back, which is pretty cool. There are some big streamers, a little bit, only a couple that follow me back on Twitter. And and I follow them as well. I think that it's nice to share what they feel and stuff like that. I just try to share love with everyone at the end of the day. But to make a long story short, just keep grinding. At the end of the day, what I want to do with this channel before I close is I want to be able to get sponsorship, because just to let you know too, when you hit YouTube Partner and you can't put ads on your channel, you don't make a lot of money, like not even close. Like you can have 1 million views and it's not even enough to do anything really with. It's about trying to, still do it because you love it, but don't quit your day job trying to do it right away. You want to try to work with sponsorships, because sponsorship is the real money. You'll make a lot of good money if you try to get sponsorships. But I would just say focus on growth. My growth for my channel is to get to 5,000 subscribers, I want to say in the middle of next year or maybe earlier if I can. I'm close to 2,000. I want to try to get channel memberships on my stuff, on my channel, so that way I can help get support while trying to continue to do what I love. I'm not a streamer anymore as much, and maybe one day I'll go back to it casually, but at the same time I just enjoy doing what I'm doing here now, and I don't want to unroll the membership yet and the emotes until I can come back to YouTube and back to my game. So I don't want to do that yet. I don't want to have something that people are trying to pay monthly for and they're not getting the benefit out of it. Also too, I love that I got options like the super thanks. I'm never telling anybody to ever hit me up with that. If you ever want to do it, go ahead. I appreciate it, but you never have. It's never expected. But just understand that I'm in a situation right now where I can't come back to the game for a minute. But I want to just close this video out for 2022 and to say that I'm thankful and appreciate everybody who has came to my channel, even if you didn't sub, just a lurker, and just kept respect and was chill and stuff like that. That's all I wanted to say. I will be back in some months so I can play my game. I will be back where I can be in a stable place where I live. I'm starting a new job. It's gonna be decent for me. So yeah. But hey, love you guys. I appreciate you guys always watching. And yeah, until next time, I will be back soon. So please stay tuned. All right, y'all.